Okay, we are on week 19 of 24. Exams are getting close. And this is a proof by contradiction question. I think this is pretty tricky for 4 marks. You have to kind of follow quite a long bit of logic to get to this. So it says, use proof by contradiction to show that when n is an integer, n squared minus 2 is never divisible by 4. So my instinct for this is obviously to start off with our assumption step. So you don't have to write it this part. You do have to write assume, excuse me. You don't have to write the for contradiction, but you do have to assume that the opposite is true. I always like to put in for contradiction. So let's assume the opposite is true. So that n squared minus 2 is always divisible by 4. Assume for contradiction that n squared minus 2 is always divisible by 4. In other words, n squared minus 2 is some multiple of 4 of p, where p is an integer. And you don't have to state this, but it's obviously good practice to tell them that we know that p is an integer. That means it's got to be a multiple of 4. So let's do a bit of algebra and see what kind of works with this. So we get that n squared is equal to 4p plus 2, which makes me think, let's do a bit of factorizing so that I have 2p plus 1. Now this tells me something. This tells me that n squared must be an even number. I don't really know what this is going to do, but it's telling me that n squared is even. So let's follow some logic with this. So n squared is even, because obviously we have something being multiplied by 2. Obviously, if you think about n squared being even, so square numbers that are even, this tells us actually that n is also even. So n is also even. You don't have to write this part down. I'm just going to do a quick little bit in calculation. For example, that's n squared. Well, if n squared is 64, n is even. If n squared is 100, which is even, n is even. If n squared is an odd number, then n is also an odd number. So square numbers always match whether they are even or whether they are odd. So that is an important step that we have here. If n squared is even, n is also even. Hence, we're going to write now that n can be expressed like this. N is equal to 2q, where q is an integer. It's just the only kind of logic that we can follow. So if n is equal to 2q, let's find out what n squared minus 2 is. So n squared minus 2 would be 2q squared minus 2, which is 4q squared minus 2 that we've got here. And this is where I want to think to myself, do we have a contradiction? I wanted it to always be divisible by 4. This to me looks like it is not going to be divisible by 4. If you take a number, q squared, whatever that number is, and you times it by 4, obviously that is going to be divisible by 4. But when you subtract 2 from it, it will no longer be divisible by 4. Think of any integer, times it by 4. If you take away 2, it will not be divisible by 4. So I will say 4q squared is divisible by 4. So 4q squared minus 2 is not divisible by 4. Is not divisible by 4. Hence we have a contradiction. Hence we have a contradiction. And then we do need to do a conclusion statement here. Hence we have a contradiction. So we can say n squared minus 2 therefore n squared minus 2 is never divisible by 4. Therefore n squared minus 2 is never divisible by 4 when n is an integer. Now, proof questions like this, there are probably other ways of approaching this kind of thing, okay? So you do need to start off with this contradiction step. I will show you in the mark scheme that you can read through. This was an alternative approach that you could take, so you can always pause the video and read through the logic of this part. But the approach that I actually used was this kind of thing up here. Again, with these proof questions, start with something and see where it leads you. It led us to n squared being even, which told us that n was even, which then when we plugged that back in, it told us that we couldn't have it as divisible by 4, which gave us that contradiction. I think this is, in terms of proof by contradiction, it looks quite innocent. I think people may have found this one quite hard if you've tried this before the video. So for week 20, you are going to try this differentials equations question. I hope all of your studies are going well, and I will see you in another video sometime soon.